Hey guys, we're back here for another day in the arena. We have one more day before the beginning of the qualifier weekend. And so kind of with that in mind, I'm hoping to do just a little bit of more best of three standard events just to get as prepared as humanly possible for the event, which I will also be recording. So very excited. Yeah, with all that said, let's jump in. So we're going to be using the mono red aggro deck that I've been using all month. There are no changes here from my previous videos. And here is the list. And with that said, let's hop into the first game. Yeah, hand looks good. It'd be nice to have a little bit more creatures to begin with, but I'm not going to turn down a hand that has forage on 3 and 3 mountains to get there. So. It's a nice draw there. So we're up against Esper. The question is, what flavor of Esper is it? Is it Esper Legends? Yeah, appears to be Esper Legends. Okay. So unfortunately, we can't go Forge this turn, thanks to Thalia. But I think what we do here is we'll swing in, see if they want to block, and then if they don't bother blocking, then we can Lightning Strike. And I think I do want to do the Lightning Strike because we're stuck on mana. And most likely they don't have Denick in hand, otherwise they would have played it against us. Although I suppose there's maybe an outside chance that they would play Thalia first and then Denick, but most likely they're just going to be playing into Rafine next turn. So I think we want a Lightning Strike here. I'm not sure if we want to do it on their turn and wait. I suppose we could, but if then I think we just want to get it done. The only problem here is if they have like another copy of Thalia, it's super awkward. So maybe we do wait. Okay, since they don't have Thalia replacement mana up, I'm happy to try to get rid of Thalia here. If they want to counter it, I suppose they can. So I'd like to get Forge going, but Rona is a really, really good card in their deck. I mean, all of their cards are great, to be honest, but yeah, I'm like, Forge is interesting here, but I think Rona just does so much for them. I think it's worth just killing it. So that being said, it's going to be a very weird, awkward set of plays, but I think the play here is swing in, see if they block. If they don't, then Lightning Strike. Yeah. And I don't know if... I think we maybe hold the rage in case they've got, like, Shieldred. I guess we could push some more damage here. And maybe that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're at 16. Like, we've got Lightning Strike backup. So I think maybe this is fine, actually. It's best use of our mana. Because we don't have enough to, like, do this plus Forge. So I think I'm just going to go for it here. And then the other consideration is, I guess what we could also do is just try to go face with the damage. But I think Rona is dangerous enough that we want to get rid of it here. And then the other consideration is, do we play Sokens in? Because if we draw another land, then we can do double spell. Or if we... do we just like hold it for the extra potential damage if we draw a land? I think we play it out here. I think there's enough upside to being able to double spell. So now I'm kind of tempted to just attack with adversary and see what they do. And then I guess if they don't block, then we can forge afterwards. It's sort of a weird kind of backwards thing, but it does actually push more damage because it allows us to threaten lightning strike. I suppose we could play this out and like they might think we have another like monstrous rage or play with fire. We could do that. But I guess since they've got Skrelv up, like they're not worried about that. So yeah, I guess we just forge. Actually, I forgot they had Skrelv going here. This way we can push at least one damage. Now the hope is they just don't have Shieldred next turn. I think one of the major problems like against this matchup is they have such a high density of like must kill cards. Even Dennick is super rough. Yeah, so this way, I mean, they get the free 2 life off of Dennick, and we can't kill it thanks to Skrelv. But I think that... otherwise, I mean, the other option here is to just attack with the 3/3, and then they don't gain any life. Because if we attack with all 3, the play is probably just... like block here, block there. They gain 2. I guess we were pushing 1 damage that way. So I think it's maybe still worth it. Yeah, I think, yeah, because we're pushing 1 damage functionally. And if they want to offer the trade, I mean, that works. Interesting that they played that. I suppose they must have just drawn into it, otherwise they would have played it pre-combat. So I think, let's see, do we want to go face with this? Like, we have 1 other copy of Adversary. Like, we could draw into Adversary number 2, which would be nice to use this Lightning Strike now. So then they drop them to 6. That's the only potential. I guess if we draw like Godric, we can pump extra in the air. Yeah, I think we actually just go face with this now. Fortunately, they did get the Shield Dread. If they attack for 3, they go to 8. Yeah, it's super awkward. Okay, so they're going up to 6. Yeah, because they just get block, block. Oh, God. Can we survive another turn? I mean, they could use Skrelv to push through one of, like, Lord Skitter or Shieldred. So next turn... See if we play Epic here, we block here. They can probably just kill us with damage. Yeah, I think this might just be it, unfortunately. So I'm trying to think, like, if holding some of those lightning strikes would have been better. I think just, like, them getting to Shieldred is what we needed to have not happen. Alright, against Esper Legends, we want to definitely bring in Frenzy, Barrage, and Fealty. And then Forge. Forge is okay. Problem is they have Thalia, right? So Thalia is a pretty good counter to Forge. But we do have removal also. And I think this version, like, they've got Go for the Throat. They might have potentially a little bit more they can bring in terms of removal, but, like, they have such a heavy creature base that they're not able to change that much. So Rage might actually still be sort of okay in this deck. Invasion hits Thalia and Skrelv. That's about it. So, like, with that in mind, like, Play with Fire is less good. Epicure doesn't do much here. And what else do we want to cut? I guess we could cut Rage. But I think we might want it. I guess we have, like, so much removal we're bringing in that maybe we don't need Rage. Question is, like, is Squee or Forge better here? Yeah, I think Forge is maybe a little better. I guess, like, without Thalia on the table. But I think this is an interesting setup here. Let's try this. And this hand looks just fine. Trying to think what they could bring in. They might bring in, like, Knockout Blow if they're boarding it. Maybe Cut Down. So no Skrelv in their hand, which is good to know. Thalia, sure. So I think here we're going to go Swift Spear and then Scoundrel to put the counter on the Swift Spear to start pushing some damage through. So here I kind of like Fealty on Rafine. Then we can draw a bunch of cards, filter a little bit. Because like Forge isn't really doing much here with Thalia on the table. This also lets us like push past Thalia, which is kind of nice. But the problem is like, wait, it's got Ward. Yeah, it's not going to work this turn. I guess we could set up Forge and then hopefully have enough mana to get Fealty going next turn. Yeah, the Thalia is a huge pain. I guess the other thing is we could take Thalia here and then just push in with everything. Doesn't really do a ton for us, I suppose. Yeah, I think we just go Forge. Set it up. So now we can just Fealty the Shieldred, and that's pretty good. I guess like it doesn't really do that much. So we can make this thing like a 3/3. Oh, never mind. We can make this thing a 2/2. So they can kill one of our guys with Thalia. Otherwise, we just... I think we actually barrage their Rafine, because that thing is going to be a serious problem. Now we can start going to town with our Twisted Fealty. I guess they can make it hexproof, I suppose. Where do we want the... I think we put the roll here. Yeah, we're still not pushing for much because they can just take out two of our guys here. So I think we just wait another turn. So they're representing, what's his face, the guy that counters spells or kills something. So maybe we just go Forge here and just try to set up for another turn. That could be a decent move here. Like we're a couple turns off of getting Adversary, thanks to Thalia, to recast one of these. We could try for Fealty again. Thing is, they're at 20, so like we haven't really done that much damage. I think getting the Forge going is maybe the move. But yeah, the Thalia is making me really think, rethink the possibility of having like Invasion. I think Invasion would be quite good here, actually. Just to be able to remove this pesky Thalia. Now I think we go for it one more time. Actually, maybe we go Kumano here. It's kind of a slower burn, but fealty, like, we're not able to put the Wicked Roll on any creature right now. Not very well. We could go, I guess, like Kumano plus Adversary. Since Adversary is not going to be able to be effective until we hit 6 mana for bringing a spell back. So we could do that. Although it does come down next turn pretty decently. It's a 3/3, which is, it's something, but it's not. I think we want to maybe go fealty next turn. Because we are like running out of time a little bit. Yeah, we still don't have great attacks, unfortunately, because they can just keep blocking sort of annoyingly well here. It's definitely what we wanted to see. They can still make the correct blocks here. I think we want to be a little careful because they could backswing decently well. So I think maybe we can push in with like one of our scoundrels to push like a little bit more damage. Because then they block like here, here, and take like a little bit more. And then we have some blockers so we don't just die to the backswing. Question is, do they have removal for Godric? They probably do. Found the Rafine. Question is, do we block? I think we do because we need to buy the time. So now we go fealty on Shieldred. And I guess it doesn't really matter where we put the Wicked Roll. I guess we could put it on Godric in case they have Iganjo. I mean, Iganjo would be kind of a blowout. But if they have Otawara, that's bad too. I guess Godric is going to become a 5/5 when we play this, so maybe we just put it on, like, Adversary. And then, just not to die to the backswing, I think we've got to leave these two back. But yeah, I think having an answer for Thalia here would have been super game-changing. So they almost certainly have some kind of removal. Like, I guess we could either chump Shieldred with our 2/2 and then take 3, go to 5, go to 3 on our turn. And then try to swing back for 12, which is going to be rough. Or we try to kill Shieldred here. They might have a replacement, because I think that they discarded a Shieldred copy here. So this makes me think they have an extra Shieldred in hand. So I think the other possible play we would have would be to try to like double block Thalia. Again, if they've got removal, it's super awkward. Yeah, I mean, I guess if they like just replay Shieldred, we don't have a board. But if we let it through, we drop down to 2 functionally on our turn. So if we just token block here, what do we need to draw to actually kill them? I don't know that we can, because they like block this. We can only push like maybe 7. Or 8. What would we have to draw? Maybe we just have to respect it. I think they have the extra Shieldred, but I think it's possibly our only way out is if they don't have it. Yeah, and they had the Aganjo. Yeah, and I think that's it, because now they can just block. Swift Spear doesn't do it. Yeah, I think this is just game. And they've got Plaza of Heroes up. Yeah, because even if we attack with everything here, they can just force blocks. I guess we just attack with these two, see what they do. Yeah, and that's going to do it. Hey guys, if you have been enjoying my channel and would like to help support the content, you can do so at patreon.com/hand
_of_justice. I just put together a Patreon page, and it really would help quite a bit in giving me the ability to continue to make great videos here for you guys going forward. Here is what the page looks like. I'll include a description or a link in the description, but this is the page you'll see, and then you'll have an option here of which level you'd like to support at, if you are able. We have all the way from dedicated, Justicar, Magister, and Titan levels of support. So with this, you will get early access to my content, and then in addition, at the higher levels, you will also be listed as part of a special thanks at the beginning of each of my videos. So it really does mean the world to me, and thank you guys so much again for supporting. Even if you're only able just to watch my videos and not support monetarily, it does mean a great deal to me. So thank you so much for watching. So I think in hindsight, probably keep in the Invasions of Tarkir. They're a little better than Play with Fires, just in the sense that they functionally do the same thing, except they can also get flipped and then help out. By the way, if you're new to my channel, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you. Without you guys, this would not be possible. And if you enjoy the content or if you learn anything, please feel free to drop a comment or a like, maybe share it with a friend who might benefit from it, or consider subscribing. Okay, this hand is not going to work. This is, yeah, quite a bit better. Don't usually run into Flood with a deck that has 20 sources, but I guess it happens. Very happy to see that. If they want to run counters, that works too, I guess. Maybe Besiege You? I think I would have go for the throated anything but this one, because he's going to be coming back. Okay, I can see it now. Skitter is really good. I think we definitely respect it here. And I think we just hold tokens in right now unless they give us a reason to filter. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I guess if we draw land, like they block Forge token and then we push 4, it's still pretty good. So I think I'm okay holding tokens in here. Rage
Rage, on the other hand, so now I think maybe we filter out Soken's in to see if we can do better. Okay. That's a nice one. Now I think we just push damage. And then this way, unless they've got removal for Godric, we've got lethal in the air. So they're representing, like, go for the throat. That's what I think they've got here.
Beckons to all worlds.
But they're going to have it twice. Let's see. So I guess we can still push a little bit of damage here. If we attack with everything, they kill this, and then go down to 3. So then they're in lightning strike range, which we possibly could draw. I guess we just wait for them to kill themselves too. That works. So here I think we want to bring in the other Forge. Definitely want to bring in Frenzy, Fealty, and then what do we want to cut? Probably Rage and Epicure. I guess Epicure, yeah, no, Epicure is going to be not so great here. Creatures are much bigger. And then I think Play with Fire is decent against them because they have like the 3/2 guy, adventure guy that they can replay. Is it better to have Invasion over Play with Fire? Yeah, maybe. I think maybe we do like a mix. Just for like mana requirements here. Yeah, this feels like this might be okay. Okay, this hand is not going to work. This hand is much better. I think we want to... This is tough. I think we want to throw back Lightning Strike, even though it is quite good. If they have Glissa, it's very good. But I think we just want threats. And we want to make sure we hit 3 mana on 3. I guess we could be greedy and like throw back a mountain. I think hitting Godric on 3 is going to be really nice. That was a nice draw also.
I guess if they're running underdog, maybe also. Possibly we should bring some of those play with fires back in. I think we're okay trading with it here, though. Well, actually, this would be a 3-4 next turn. Yeah, maybe we just hold on the Swift Spear here. Also, I think we want to wait until we have Kumano out so it doesn't come back. And then I think unless they play Glissa, we want to go Forge and get that going. I suppose actually if they tap out, like if they go down to like 1 mana or something, we could get Godric going since it'll get the extra. Yeah, I think Godric representing 4 damage here, it's enough of a benefit to get Godric over Forge this turn. Since we know that they won't have removal for it just yet. And if they try to hold back, we can ensure it flies next turn with Forge. Yeah, if they're playing both Dread Knight and Underdog, we probably want to bring those Play with Fires back. We could go Fealty here, but I think we don't need it just yet. Also, I didn't play Phoenix Chick here since we can pump, and that gives us like another permanent to bring in next turn to get Godric off the ground if we need to. Question is, do they have to go for the throat? Yes, they do. Okay, that's unfortunate. There's the invasion. So now I think we just go Phoenix Chick into Twisted Fealty to get some extra damage going. Yeah, I guess we draw a card. So they're hitting us for 6. Yeah, we're fine to draw a card here. And that was a nice one. Wait a second, do they have enough? Oh god, I forgot about this guy. 4-10. Yeah, that's exactly lethal. Oh, that was an oversight. So
So then I think instead, probably would have been correct is to invasion their underdog. Although they could still get it back, but they wouldn't have enough mana to also kill us. Yeah, good old on the board tricks. So if they see it, we're dead. They did not see it.
My home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my thing. I've always hated it.
Well, if we had a mana there, we could have killed him. But this, I think, still works, because we're going to have Godric off the ground, and he could pump for exactly 1, and that should be lethal. So that works. But yeah, they missed lethal on the previous turn, so I think, at any rate, it worked out, but we didn't see that they could have had lethal. Alright, we will see you guys in the next one here tomorrow, so we'll be back for part 2 for the remaining 3 matches. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Let's take a look at the stats overall. So for best of 3 events, we are currently 79% win rate. So 30 wins and 8 match losses. And let's take a look here. These are kind of how the matchups have gone. But we will see you tomorrow.